I cannot be the only one that feels like everyone around you is sleepwalking.
I feel the exact same way. I swear I'll be out in public or at the store, like people be moving like zombies. Like people be like, I'd be like, what the heck? I'm like, are we living in real life? Like,
If we thought we had, it's gone. What you've been planning for and saving for and working for.
We're at a crossroads, you guys. Like, we're at like one of the biggest crossroads that humanity has ever experienced.
My time, my energy, my labor is clearly being used for what? To build and maintain and operate what kind of nation?
Man, I've gotten to the point where I can't talk to any of my friends anymore. I can barely even speak to my own family.
I miss the days when I didn't know all this shit.
Who's done with this world? Who's done with the script? We can feel it's coming to a finale.
So apparently me taking a video of the sky in my backyard is misinformation. So we're going to post it like this.
Mandatory for the right to work.
People are reporting that their phones are seeing and predicting what they are thinking.
You may never go outside again.
Travel restrictions? Essential employees? I'm not going to say it, but I think we all know what ML is.
I won't be a conspiracy theorist, but y'all tell me.
How f***ing stupid do they think we are? So they create this huge problem, and then they come at us and say, oh, we've got the solution to the problem that we created in the first place. They have my passport, my driver's license, my birth certificate, my marriage certificate. What else do they need? They don't need anything else. I am begging anybody out there that's got anything going on up here, do not comply. Do not comply. I sure as shit ain't complying. I run my own business. If I lose that, I lose it. If I can never travel abroad again, I would never travel abroad again. Apart from trying to get the f*** out of this country. Holy shit. Pardon my French this evening, but I am so angry. And I'm angry. I'm the angriest. Because we called this, me and him sat here years ago and we called this years ago. And even my own family said we were batshit crazy when we were calling stuff like this.
Here it is.
Do not comply. Fucking dystopian. Oh, I hate the government.
The life we thought we had, it's gone. What you've been planning for and saving for and working for and dreaming for, those things are all gone and they are not coming back. We have two choices in this moment. Because I think even the most deeply asleep among us, in your heart of hearts, you know what we thought we were going to, that future is absolutely gone. So what are we going to do about it? We can sit here quietly and let this play out. Are we going to stand up and try to salvage something for our children and our children's children? I have a brand new granddaughter. She was born last month. And I will not be silent in this moment because I don't know what her future is going to look like, but I know what it will look like if I stay quiet, and that I cannot do. Bravery is not the absence of fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's doing what has to be done, even if your voice shakes, even if you're so scared you're not sure you can move one foot in front of the other. It is time to realize we do not have the life we had before, and it's not coming back.
I miss the days when I didn't know all this shit. I miss the days when I thought that the food and water were clean and perfectly healthy to eat. I miss the days when I thought that money was real. I miss the days when I thought that politicians actually had our best interest in mind and there were smart adults in the room. I miss the days when I didn't know about the absolute devastation that the United States has wrought on the planet through its foreign policy. But here's something that I think is true for all of us. Once you know all this stuff, there's no going back. There's no option to take the blue pill ever again. I'm stuck with this. I'm stuck with this urge to at least talk about it, because if I keep all this bottled up, I'm gonna lose it. But I do still miss those days. It was a simpler time. It was a nicer time. It was a more peaceful time. And ever since, I have just really wanted to go back to that same sort of everything will be okay feeling.
I haven't been awake that long compared to most of the people. I would love to know, how long have you been awake for? And if you had one piece of advice for something that you've learned or something that would be helpful to someone who is just waking up now.
Who's done with this world? Who's done with the script? We can feel it's coming to a finale. Who is ready to check out? Who's ready to just hop on van life and get the hell out of here? Have those people figured something out that we haven't, that they can just disconnect, walk away from it all? And yeah, it's tough, I bet, but whether they did it out of need or want, shit, it's kind of biblical. Like, nomadic life has been in the Bible, it's been there for eons, but is the way we're living really that good? It's like they feed us all these creature comforts just to get us to comply and to be submissive to everything. I mean, we shouldn't be struggling paycheck to paycheck no matter what. And the freaking housing prices just to live, the rent, I mean, come on. You can't live and just pay everything you just worked all day just to pay everything into it for a box. I'm ready to get 4 wheels and decorate it for a couple of bucks. Just get the hell out of Dodge. I'm kind of done with all of this world. And jobs. I don't care what they say about the American economy. Here in California, where I'm located, good luck finding one. Good luck finding one that's actually going to pay the bills. Good luck finding one that's actually full-time. You're going to need like 4 part-time jobs. That's their idea of a good financial market now. Good luck. I'm about to get a van, I think. I don't know.
You know what I don't get? Anything. What the fuck is happening?
Man, I've gotten to the point where I can't talk to any of my friends anymore. I can barely even speak to my own family because everybody's still just so blind to what's going on. And then when I talk about any of it, I'm crazy. Like, I'm trying to explain to my sister how some of the stuff that she's letting my niece, her daughter, listen to is terrible. And they're like, oh, well, it's the edited version. It doesn't matter, as even if the word is taken out of it, the rest of it is still there. The meaning of it is still there. The doctrination, is still in the song. And when I pointed out, I'm a nutcase. I'm losing my mind. I am on TikTok too much. That's what they say. But then 5 minutes later, they'll be spewing some shit that came from the news that's completely misinformation, such that you could easily figure it out yourself within 5 to 10 minutes of just actually doing a deep dive research. But I'm the one that's stupid, I'm the one that's brainwashed, and I'm the one that's losing it. It's true. It's not hard to brainwash people. It's hard to get them to realize they've been brainwashed. They won't accept it.
Hey, you realize it's a psyop, right? You realize that the things that you read and the things that they're showing you and the way that they're positioning things is to put you into an emotional state so that you're easier to control, right? You know that, right? You know that, like, they're conditioning you to think that the thoughts that you think are your own, but really they're just the thoughts that they want you to think based on the propaganda that they show you and the headline that they post. Like, you know this, right? Like, you know that majority of your emotionally charged ideas that you fight for on social media, pretending that the other people are your enemy, you know that that's all made up, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I cannot be the only one that feels like everyone around you is sleepwalking and you're awake, but you know you can't like yell at them to wake them up and you can't shake them, but they're all about to walk off the cliff and you're just like, should I let them walk off the cliff or should I shake them and try to wake them up? I can't be the only one that feels like that. I feel like there's others that are awake too, but they're nowhere around me. But everybody else is just like walking in a circle asleep. Anybody else feel like that?
We're at a crossroads, you guys. Like, we're at like one of the biggest crossroads that humanity has ever experienced, at least in my lifetime, but I'm pretty sure everybody feels it. I'm not the only one. And it's really challenging. It's really challenging because on one hand, you guys, I consider myself to be a pretty positive person. Like, I'm practical. But I've been presented with things in my life that has made me have to go within a lot and use the tools within myself to really try to navigate this whole thing. You know, like this year has made me like, I don't really want to listen to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think on one hand, as a collective, we call bullshit. Like everything's bullshit. Like, everything's backwards, everything's upside down, everything is as it seems. Okay? We've been presented with it. At the same time, we've always been presented with it. You know what I'm saying? But something is in the air that is like knocking at your door. It's like knocking on your spirit, being like, yo, hello, something's wrong here. And I'm proud of us for not overreacting in a way that I think this establishment is actually wanting us to do. Like, I think maybe on one hand, we're pretty tired. We're pretty zapped. You know, we've been working and trying to achieve and trying to getting to this place where life is actually multi-layered. It's the life that we've been living is actually pretty flat considering how multi-dimensional this place is. Like, there's so much else that's happening. Like, we're way more than we were ever described as. We're way more than a diploma. We're way more than a job. We're way more than going grocery shopping, right? Like, I don't know where this is going, but I'm feeling kind of crazy. And it's a personal thing, but I also know I'm not alone in it.
Bro, there's like a major shift going on right now, right? And I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it pulsating through me. Like, I don't know what the future holds for this reality and how long it has, but it's definitely crumbling. You know that saying, like, your body feels it before you like really see it. That's how I'm experiencing it, bro. All of this shit is about to crumble. You feel me? All of this shit is becoming more and more fake, more and more noticeable. Right? I can see that people are starting to awaken in so many different little ways, defying the laws of this fake society. Right? Revolution is happening, even though it doesn't look like it. And I was like, yo, I was saying to myself, like, is it just me? Is it just me that's like feeling this shit? Like, I'm feeling this big ass collective shift, or am I tripping? Like, is it just me for real? Or does other people feel this shit too? Like, they just sitting and you just like feeling it. Like, yo, something is coming, bro. Something is coming, you know, and it's transforming through me. Like, it's speaking to me right now. Like, and it can sound crazy, but it's really not. It's not at all. You'll never feel shit for no reason for it. And you can go through all of the thoughts in the world, like, yo, what if it's not this? Or what if it's this? What if I'm just tripping like this? Or what if, but when it really comes down to it, man, I ain't in no psychosis, man. I know how this shit works, and I also know how nature works, right? And how this is a pattern throughout history of when a nation falls, right? And when a time falls, right? Like I said, like how nature works, evolution and devolution, we've been de-evolving for so long, right? Going on a down plummet. You know, more and more ignorance, right? More disconnection. And inevitably, we're gonna go right back up. That's just how nature works. What goes up must come down, and it's going to inevitably go back up again, right? And We're going back up for sure. But it's going to be chaotic like how it is right now. It's going to be more chaotic.
It's Sunday. I got to work tomorrow. And that really is not sitting well with me right now. You know, knowing that my time, my energy, my labor is clearly being used for what? To build and maintain and operate what kind of nation? I don't need to say it. But you know, and I'm forced to. You're forced to contribute to this vile, demonic, monstrous machine, or your other option is to willingly be part of it, to become a business owner, and then be trapped. It's just a larger cog in a vile, demonic machine. Because we all feel powerless. Because that's what we're deep in our subconscious. We know that we're powerless right now. What we are born into, what we are forced to contribute to. Ultimately, we are powerless unless the whole system comes down. This literal system that is clearly owned, operated, structured by very dark demonic forces for sinister purposes. We are part of this machine, and we now are awakened to it. And what are we going to do? We're just going to keep it going? So now we're in major conflict as a society, aren't we? It goes so high, and the tendrils, these tentacles of this vile demonic machine is in every facet of our society. Oh my God. We, as people that are not like evil darkness, now we're waking up to the fact of what we are part of and forced to be part of. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I have to work tomorrow. I have to. Or else I suffer. I have to contribute to this machine, or else I suffer. Another option is what? To leave and to let this vile, evil machine, now knowing what it is and what we're part of, and we're just going to run away from it? Because it has made everything make sense, as I said in my last post. Everything has made sense now. My whole life, all my struggles, my trials, my tribulations, just knowing I always seemed like I am part of a very, very sick society. And I reflected it and became sick. It was only, thank God, whatever awakening is happening that pulled me out of that darkness. And I was in for decades, my whole life. I always knew something wasn't right. So we're waking up to this, and damn it, we have got to unite and defeat, extinguish, remove this vile consciousness from society somehow, some way. Because it's going to be in the back of my mind, our minds, every damn day, that nothing changes, that we are working for what? What are we working for? What are we contributing to? All right? It is what it is. And it's something has to give.
All right, let me say this clearly. What's happening right now isn't about one video, one scandal, or one state. It's about why people don't trust anything anymore. Because every single time that something gets exposed, and I don't care if it's daycare funding, disaster relief, COVID money, corporate bailouts, or political favors, the reaction is always the same. First, people notice something doesn't add up. The math doesn't math. The story doesn't line up. Then they ask questions. And instead of answers, they get told to calm down. They get told that they're misinformed. They get told that they're being divisive for even asking. That's when truth dies. Not because people are stupid, but because they're being talked to like they are. What pisses people off isn't that fraud exists. What pisses people off is watching billions disappear, watching nobody get held accountable, and then being told that they're the problem for noticing. Because look around. People are working more than ever, paying more than ever, and getting less in return. Healthcare is a joke. Housing is insane. Childcare is unaffordable. Food costs more every single month. But somehow there's always unlimited money for programs that nobody can explain. And when somebody points that out, the conversation immediately shifts away from answers and straight to shame. That's not leadership. That's damage control. And here's the part that nobody really wants to admit. This isn't a political problem anymore. It's a trust problem. When citizens feel like they have to question everything and it gets spun, dismissed, or reframed, they stop believing anything that they're told. Not because they want chaos, but because honesty has disappeared. And until accountability becomes louder than excuses, this anger isn't going anywhere. People aren't radical anymore. They're just awake.
So I did a piece yesterday on the crisis of trust in America. Did you know that 50 years ago, over 80% of Americans trusted the federal government? And today, that number's under 20%. Not only is it under 20% for the government, it's under 20% for law enforcement. It's under 20% for our institutions. It's under 20% for our corporations, even our neighbors. Yeah. And that's because we live in a world today where everyone lies with impunity. In this social media space, it's almost like a lot of influencers think that they're in the middle of some political campaign where they're campaigning against other influencers. I don't know what they're trying to win, but they just make, like they're like children. They just make up stuff. I guess for clicks, I don't know. But it really highlights the true character of individuals today. Or I should say the lack thereof. The reason it's not going to stop is because those people are rewarded for it. Yeah, it's crazy. Lying is a profit center. Lying has become a profit center that is more important than dignity or character or morality. Yeah.
In America today, you can't afford a home. You can't find an affordable rental. Wages haven't kept up in 20 years. Utilities are through the roof. Insurance is becoming impossible. And now it's becoming illegal to survive without any of those things. Not illegal to steal, not illegal to harm, not illegal to scam somebody out of their savings, mind you. No, illegal to sleep in the only shelter you still have. Your vehicle, your van, your truck, or your RV. We've entered the next chapter of the affordability crisis, where being poor isn't just difficult, it's becoming criminal. Surviving. Let's be blunt. The system didn't collapse by accident. Housing didn't become unaffordable by coincidence. People didn't suddenly become irresponsible or lazy all at once. And now, cities aren't battling homelessness. They're battling the visible presence of the homeless. They don't want to solve it. They want to hide it. And the easiest way to hide it is to make it illegal to exist without paying someone for permission. If you sleep in the wrong place, crime. If you park too long, crime. If your vehicle looks lived in, crime. If you try to survive outside the system, crime. You're allowed to be broke. You're just not allowed to look broke.
The new American dream is to leave. And I'm not just talking about living abroad and earning American dollars and taking advantage of the exchange rates. I'm just talking about living a life of dignity at this point. I mean, where else in the world is anyone paying this much for healthcare? Where else in the world is anyone eating wheat that they can't digest and is wrecking their gut? Where else in the world do you live to work, not just work to live? Look, moving abroad isn't for everybody. I'm not forcing my ideas on anybody. A lot of people in my comments come at me and they're like, well, just leave, or why do you hate America? I've never once bashed America, okay? I just ask questions and I say, hey, I've been somewhere else in the world where they do it this way. That might be a little bit better than the way we do it here. And if asking questions is wrong, well, I guess I am living in the wrong country. Nowhere is a utopia. Life can be a struggle everywhere. But it's at least worth trying and giving it a shot than just staying in the same place your entire life and never knowing.
So apparently postal workers were given this letter on January 5th, 2026. Subject line, Postal Service employees continue to provide essential services. Keyword essential. Are you ready for this? It states during large-scale emergencies, epidemics, hurricanes, civil unrest, etc., states and localities may issue curfew orders or other directives restricting travel and other commercial and personal activities. Even if the state or local action does not contain such an exemption, the Postal Service's operations are governed by federal law. Therefore, they are essential. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Employees and contractors should carry the essential services letter with them as they perform duties for the Postal Service and travel to and from work. It is critical that all employees and contractors carry their postal ID badge with them at all times. If encountered or stopped by the state or local law enforcement officials enforcing travel restrictions, The postal worker or contractor should identify themselves as a postal service employee, show the official their postal issue ID badge, and provide a copy of the letter with this information to the official. What is going on? This is real, people. Really scary. Travel restrictions? Essential employees? I'm not going to say it, but I think we all know what ML is. Travel restrictions? Curfews? This is not good.
People are reporting that their phones are seeing and predicting what they are thinking. How's that possible? I've always gotten ads and things like that from things they've searched on Google, but now people are going into friends' houses and they're seeing items, and their phone is either seeing the item or it's just predicting what is happening in their brain. Like an old piece, an old vintage item or something that isn't really big and for sale right now. And the next step is people are starting to see that the phone is predicting crimes that they might commit, something that they might have thought about doing just in passing, or, maybe they saw something happen and they were thinking about it. Now they're getting contacted by different places that are having questions about what they're thinking. This is really interesting because there's many movies about this, including Minority Report with Tom Cruise, and we are entering a level of sophistication that I don't know if I'm comfortable with.
It's coming, guys. Our biggest fear is turning into a reality. The window of freedom is closing as the days go by.
This government will make a new free-of-charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work.
So much of our lives is online nowadays. Think about it. That's how you access your money, a lot of your relationships, schooling, work, you name it, right? And so when you implement a digital ID, if you do something that the government doesn't like, if you don't abide by their every rule, they could just, in a snap of a finger, get rid of access to all your funds, your life savings, right? They can make it so that you have no access to anything on the internet. You can't be employed. They can track everything that you've done. Or in other words, they own you.
So apparently me taking a video of the sky in my backyard is misinformation. So we're going to post it like this. Enjoy. Shame on you. Shame on you, sir. Shame on you.
Another one.
Yeah, they're just... Oh, there we go. Remember when they said Tennessee banned this? Strange. Strange. They're really marking the spot right now. It almost reminds me of an Etch-a-Sketch. Look at that. There's one right here, one right there, and then the lines they already sprayed.
Mama.
That's crazy.
Mom.
What?
Look at that though.
Yeah, they already sprayed over there. Shame, shame, shame on you. Shame on you, whoever you are.
Monsters.
Yeah, they are stupid monsters.
Yeah.
They're spraying us with poison. Golly.
Here's one that'll freak you guys out. Every single speaker that you have in your house, including that in your television, in your washer and dryer, you know how when your dryer finishes and it plays that little song, that's because there's a speaker in there? Every single appliance that you have that's made by a foreign country or anything like that, the speakers themselves can be used as vibrational sensors and frequency sensors. Even the laser underneath your computer mouse, when you have a conversation in your home like I am right now, the laser underneath your computer mouse can read the vibrations of the table underneath the laser, or the speaker vibrations in your washer and dryer, or even on your microwave, and that can be interpreted with AI, and the frequencies and the vibration can be decoded, and they can actually read your entire conversation. So every single conversation that you have in your house can be listened to. It can be interpreted and decoded by AI, and they know everything that you're talking about.
So if LA couldn't get any creepier with all the problems with crime and homeless, I ran into this billboard on this lot. So this is a vacant lot for construction, and it says, "Live life deeper, 144 stories underground. You may never go outside again." It's so creepy. I'm wanting to know if this is real with this construction site right here. West Hollywood, Beverly Hills adjacent, a controlled access community, 24/7 security, residents only amenities, a new standard of sustainable living, but it's all underground. Live life deeper. The world's first and only completely subterranean residences. Terrifying. I feel like it's a horror movie. It's so creepy.
Guys, I gotta show y'all something. Everybody getting sick and everything, so I just had my truck detailed. Dee, like just a few days ago. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm fixing to show you something. All right, here's Dee, guys. I just had her detailed. Can y'all see this white shit on my truck? It's like sap. It's like white particles. Look at the hood. Look at all this. It smears. It's not dust. See how it's like sticks? It's like glue. I don't know what it is. It's brown. Look at that. This truck's been sitting here. That stuff just smears like sap. And there is no tree around. None. Zero. I don't know what it is. You can see it in the chrome too. Look at that. It smears. Truck just got detailed. That's what we're breathing, guys. That's right after the fog. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know, guys, but every time we have a dense fog, that's what's on my truck. You can't deny that. So there's something in that fog. It feels like, I don't know. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but y'all tell me. See.
Prophecy is unfolding at a rapid pace. Have you seen this? Watch this, and then let's talk.
Neuralink to begin high-volume brain implant production this year. The company will also move to a streamlined, almost entirely automated surgical procedure in 2026, Elon Musk posted on X. Musk added that device threads will go through the dura without the need to remove it, referring to the brain's outer protective layer.
I'm telling you, the days are coming when you won't be able to buy or sell anything with at least that chip in your head or the mark on the hand. The beast system will be here soon. I was actually watching Charlemagne, you know, Charlemagne, that guy with the radio show. He was asking the people on his panel, are you going to get it? And then they asked him, I don't know, are you? And he said, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. This is a young man who said that he believed in God. Folks, if you believe in God, don't take any of that stuff. They're going to make it look attractive. They're going to make it look like it's convenient for you. They're going to make it look like it's something you have to be with the in crowd. The in crowd you'll be with are the ones that are in hell. Don't take that mark. Do not do it. Remember, this is in prophecy. We have been forewarned, and don't take this thing that they have set up. Jesus is coming soon. And this is just another sign that the word is true.
Hope everyone's having a great day. So I've been waiting for some ice up in Massachusetts to document what I've been seeing. So as you can see, it's a street right here. The sun is shining down. Almost like a pinky purple hue like I've been seeing in the night skies, which I find strange. So this is what is being sprayed down on us, guys. Beautiful and frightening in the same breath.
Elon Musk says brain chips are going mainstream in 2026. Yes, actual chips implanted in human brains. Musk just announced that Neuralink plans to begin high-volume production of its brain-computer interface this year, using what he calls an almost entirely automated brain surgery. Automated brain surgery. This device is a coin-sized chip implanted under your skull, with over 1,000 electrodes reading your brain signals and sending them straight to a computer. Right now, it's marketed for people with paralysis, and some patients can already browse the internet, play video games, post online, and control devices using only their thoughts. That part sounds incredible, but here's the part that should make you uncomfortable. Neuralink's first attempt at human trials was rejected by the FDA over safety concerns. They only got approval after making changes. And even then, early implants had problems with electrodes pulling out of brain tissue. Musk says they've fixed that now. And his long-term goal? He says the point is to create a symbiosis between humans and AI, and to give people superpowers. So let's be clear. This is about putting hardware in human brains at scale, with automation, mass production, and one of the most powerful tech billionaires on Earth steering the future.
I'm telling you, man, I think they're spying through your eyes. Like, let me give you an example of what I think they are doing, man. This stuff is unreal. I can go into a house, and then I can see, like, this old clock in there or something like that, right? You know, the clock been sitting there for, like, 20 years. You know, I just seen it. I didn't speak about it. I didn't, go text about it or anything. I just seen the clock in the house. Next thing you know, I start seeing that exact same clock on my phone, like as an ad or some picture. And then it'd be like some ad about clock repair or something. Now, let me tell you, previously, I did not text about a clock. I didn't do no research about a clock. I didn't talk about no clock or whatever. But it just showed up on your phone. And I didn't get anything injected into my body, if you know what I mean. And the stuff happens all the time. I think it has something to do with them 5G towers, man. That is getting the information out your brain some kind of way. Like, your eyes have to see it, and then it sends that information to the brain to register what you just saw. And then the phone probably gets the brain waves. And it's going probably straight to that AI. That's how AI know how to talk so well.
So I've been to Kroger, I've been to Target, I've been to Walmart, I've been to Aldi, Food Lion, Piggly Wiggly, Whole Foods, and Fresh Thyme. Every single one of them has a prepackaged ground meat that will not tell you, number one, where it comes from, number two, where it's packaged, and what kind of procedures that it goes through in order for us to know that it's safe. If you ask them behind the counter, they're going to tell you there's a thing on the back, scan it with your phone, and it's going to take you to a website that the FDA has put out there. And what it's going to say is, it could either be 3D printed, it could be a cloned animal. Let's just put it out there. If that's a problem, well, TikTok, you need to check the FDA website, because it says it could be. Folks, God, I gotta be careful. Let's just say this. Our food ain't food anymore.
Is anybody else scared to be in public anymore, or is that just me? Because I'm freaked out. Why are there shootings and stabbings everywhere? You look at the news, there's nothing positive anymore. People are being murdered and killed all the time. Why would I want to leave my house? I feel like I can't go out and enjoy the things that I used to enjoy. Everything is terrifying right now. I don't want to be murdered. No. But that's everywhere, especially in public places. Whether it's the light rail, a concert, anywhere. It's just not safe. A school. Are you kidding? Why is this so common? Why is everybody just another mass shooting, just another day? This should not be normal. I don't know. I don't know.
Barcodes. That one had prices. This one still has prices. But these don't. Just barcodes. You'll have to have them marked to get it open. That's crazy.
Y'all, please pay attention to your bills. There are companies taking this opportunity to price gouge the out of you, and if you don't pay attention, they could do it without you even realizing. I had a $388 car insurance bill come out the other day, and it was supposed to be significantly less than that. And I called them to ask them about it, and they said that the cost of bodily harm has gone up, like inflation, and I switched and ended up saving $2,000 a year. Now my car insurance bill is going to be $132 with a different company. I just want to say that a lot of these companies are relying on our exhaustion and not wanting to deal with this shit and not paying attention because we're so drained by everything that's happening. that we're not going to go like shop around or switch companies or like go to a new grocery store, that we just have our routines and we're just going to sit there and take it. They know that people don't have the energy to try to grow their own food or like join a farm share, like all this shit that we have to do to try to maintain our own cost of living at a reasonable level. It's insane when you are taking care of kids and a home and all these other things that we're responsible for. And yes, it was a pain in the ass. I was on the phone for almost 3 hours yesterday handling this and switching companies. However, $2,000 a year is a lot of money to me. And it makes me so angry that these companies are taking advantage of this very difficult moment for Americans to try to, you know, bank record profits. That makes me sick. And I was so angry about it yesterday that I feel literally today like I got hit by a bus. I'm exhausted. And I've been sort of judging myself about that today. I'm like, why are you so exhausted? Because I'm tired of having to try this hard to survive. That's why. I'm tired of needing to literally walk on pins and needles and pay attention to every single thing that's happening, or else someone's going to take advantage of me, or I'm going to get over, or I'm going to lose my job and lose my house and be homeless. If you're not like perfect at all times paying attention to every little detail, you're going to get scammed out of a bunch of money by some corporation. It's exhausting. I hate this country.
If you want to know where the next mass layoffs are coming from, watch the healthcare industry. AI isn't just diagnosing now. It's billing, coding, and handling patient intake. Medical transcription jobs are already gone. Health insurance claims processors are next, and administrative roles are disappearing under the label of automation improvements. Hospitals love it because it cuts labor costs without cutting patient volume. But here's what nobody talks about. This shift, it doesn't stop with paperwork. AI is moving into radiology, pharmacy review, and even basic treatment plans. That's decades of schooling replaced by pattern recognition and data models. If you think that medicine is immune, you haven't been paying attention. The machine doesn't care how noble your profession is. It only cares how predictable your tasks are.
Yo, we gotta wake up. We gotta do something, or it's gonna keep getting worse. Like, go ahead and comment down below if you feel the same way. If you notice, like, we are sleepwalking. Like, we're just showing up. We're kind of lifeless. Like, we don't really have any emotion. It's just high and by. I gotta get to work and go home. And it's just like people have lost their humanity and their humility. Go ahead. I just want to know what you think and what you feel. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. I definitely agree that life has not been the same. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be a zombie. I don't want to feel like I'm a robot in my day-to-day life. I want to be free. I want to be liberated. And if you feel the same way, go ahead and comment down below how you feel. So, yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe, and a new video will be on the way. Have a good one.